How to fix eSports FC 26 not launching. Welcome back to Teknobalta. Today, our team is tackling a frustrating issue where EA Sports FC 26 fails to launch or crashes immediately at the loading screen. We have rigorously tested multiple configurations to bring you the definitive troubleshooting guide for this specific launch failure. During our initial analysis, we noticed the game often presents a specific unexpected shutdown error code, particularly 0x186A6, right after the EA splash screen appears. This crash typically indicates a conflict between the game's executable and underlying system security or cache files. We verified this exact behavior across several different test benches. Our first diagnostic step involves checking for interference from Windows security or third-party antivirus systems. We found that real-time threat protection can sometimes falsely flag the game's initialization files, causing an immediate shutdown. Temporarily disabling these shields can help isolate the root cause. Through extensive testing at Teknobalta, we discovered a highly effective fix involving a specific dynamic link library file. Navigate to the main installation directory of EA Sports FC 26, where the primary executable is located. You need to locate a file named CryptBase.dll in this folder. Once you have located the CryptBase.dll file, simply delete it from the directory. We confirmed that removing this specific file resolves the launch conflict for the vast majority of systems. After deletion, attempt to launch the game normally to see if the splash screen progresses. If the game still refuses to open, our next procedure targets corrupted configuration files. Navigate to your Documents folder and locate the EA Sports FC 26 directory. Delete the entire Settings folder to force the game to generate fresh configuration data upon the next launch. As a more targeted approach, you can choose to only clear the cached data instead of all settings. Inside the Settings directory, look for the cache folder and delete its contents completely. We found this resolves minor hanging issues during the initial EA loading phase. Teknobalta's analysis showed that background applications heavily interfere with the EA anti-cheat system. You must ensure absolutely no unnecessary programs are running in the system tray before launching the title. This includes hardware monitoring tools, overlays, and macro software. Specifically, we verified that monitoring utilities like MSI Afterburner, Riva Tuner, and Process Hacker trigger silent crashes. You need to completely exit these applications by right-clicking their icons in the taskbar and selecting Close. Do not just minimize them to the background. We also observed severe conflicts with other kernel-level anti-cheat software running simultaneously. Programs like Faceit Anti-Cheat and Riot Vanguard must be fully disabled or uninstalled while troubleshooting. EA's security module will often fail to initialize if it detects these overlapping services. Furthermore, controller emulation and RGB lighting software are known culprits for launch failures. Ensure that ReWASD, DS4 Windows, Armory Crate, and ICUE are completely terminated. Our team found that closing these background services drastically improves launch stability. If closing background apps fails, the EA anti-cheat installation itself might be corrupted. Navigate to the game's installation path, run the EA anti-cheat installer, exe, select FC26, and choose the uninstall option. Restart your computer, run the installer again to download the files, and perform one final restart. Following the anti-cheat reset, you should verify the integrity of the core game files. Open the EA app, navigate to your library, click the Manage button on the FC26 tile, and select the Repair option. This process will scan for and replace any missing or damaged core assets. Permissions issues can also block the launch sequence. We recommend running both the EA app and the FC26 executable with elevated privileges. Right-click both shortcuts, navigate to Properties, and check the box to always run this program as an administrator. When software fixes fail, we must look at the graphics drivers. Outdated or corrupted display drivers are a primary cause of black screens and sudden crashes. Our team strongly advises performing a completely clean installation of your graphics drivers to rule this out. To perform a clean driver wipe, you will need a specialized tool called Display Driver Uninstaller. You can safely download this utility from trusted technical repositories. We recommend booting your system into safe mode before launching the executable for the best results. Upon launching Display Driver Uninstaller for the first time, you will receive a standard warning prompt. The tool advises you that depending on your configuration, improper use could cause issues, and creating a system backup is recommended. Acknowledge this warning to proceed to the main interface. Inside the Options menu, you need to configure the removal parameters carefully. We verified that checking the box to prevent Windows Update from automatically downloading drivers is crucial for a clean installation. Make sure this specific advanced option is enabled before proceeding. Review the general options to ensure logging is enabled and the system restore point creation is checked. Once your options are set, select your device type and click the Clean and Restart button. After your PC reboots, install the latest official drivers directly from your manufacturer's website. If you have followed all these diagnostic steps and the game still fails, a complete reinstall may be necessary. Delete any remaining FC26 folders in your Documents directory before initiating a fresh download. This ensures absolutely no legacy files conflict with the new installation. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more.